586 bins on the front here. Looks like the round post here is pretty well rotted out down at the bottom, and that's pretty much rotted out. So I think what we're going to have to do is replace these with some 6x6s that we're going to have to, I think we need to wrap them to make them look big. So we're going to have to wrap the 6x6 to make them look like an 8x8, or yeah, roughly. And then, or unless we can find an 8x8. And then we need to make the top and the bottom, we need to wrap the top and the bottom with more lumber to make them look bigger at the top and the bottom, because it's just going to look puny if we just leave a 6x6 on this front of the house with this big roof structure here. Pedro didn't take that thing off. We need to take that satellite dish off. The awnings come off the house. Front door needs replaced. Screen door can go away. New lights on the front. I mean, obviously we got to replace all this wood here. I mean, this thing's we're gonna have to do something to support this and replace the all that whole section there, and make sure that whatever's up there that the post is sitting on is structurally sound. And it looks like, well, we're gonna this side of this is rotted out also, or is bad. So we're gonna have to pull these clapboards down and rebuild this to make it look like that. So that's what we got to do. Gutters are bad shape on the front here. It's too late. Probably too late in the season to do any power washing of gutters. Downspouts, some of them are bad shape. I think we just maybe, I don't know. We'll just have to get the gutters evaluated, because they look like they're leaking around here. Some soffit material needs to be fixed on this front. This stuff that it transitions here to nothing. And so we have to figure out a way to transition it all the way, soffit. Wrap this part, the fascia, same on the other side. And then the rest of this is all wood that gets painted. Just gets left alone. I mean, the front porch is pretty rough. It looks like, the whole thing is sloped that way towards the house. This is going this way. It looks like somebody at some point capped it with something, and that cap is completely separating, coming off. It's all cracked all the way across the top. I don't really know what we do with that. Leave it. Call it a day. Windows replaced. They need aluminum wraps on them. Bunch of cable lines to take off the house. Windows need some, basement windows look like they need some attention. All the trash that didn't get in the dumpster needs to get in the dumpster. This door needs to be replaced. Oof. We got some pretty good size hole up here at the roof that needs to be taken care of. I don't think we need to wrap. I mean, the problem is these soffits look, if you do nice new siding, these soffits look pretty rough, pretty dirty. Got some rust spots on them. This all depends on the numbers. Downspouts back here need dealt with. This, whatever this thing is here, needs to come off the house. These rocks can go away. All the way along, there's dirt built up here that needs to come down. We probably need to fix the, my guess is there's a buried window well there and there that we need to fix. I don't know if he was supposed to get rid of this stuff or not in the backyard. This wood structure can go away. Lantern goes away. Light fixture replaced. Back door replaced. Screen door thrown in the garbage. Look at this thing. What do we do with that? Well, I think we got to get rid of this here, these 6x. This dirt's got to come out of there. There's a window back there that's half buried. All that stuff covering the window needs to come out. Lattice needs to come out. All this dirt needs to come out so that there's, I mean, we can fix that window. Oh, this soffit all back here is not wrapped. It all needs wrapped. There's a bunch of, there's got to be animals up there. Fascia soffit needs fixed there, and then wrapped. What is going on back here? Oh. Well, what the heck is this? So that's probably a bad basement window. What is going on there? Got something leaking on there. I don't know what that is. This all needs to go in the trash. I think we need to get rid of this shed up here. Floor's rotted out. Probably not worth saving. There's a garage, so it should just go away. All of this stuff. There's timber there. Lattice. These vines sticking through the fence got to go away. These rocks go away. Hose bib needs changed. The SAC probably doesn't work, so that's all got to get changed. There's a drain for what is that for? That's for the gutters. If it works, we should put the downspout in it. If it doesn't work, we should smash that clay pipe and bury it. There's a hole in the concrete here that we need to fill. More glass block windows. Vines on the chimney. This is where they want to put the gas meter. So we need to make sure Luciano has this guy's, or maybe our guys. I don't know. We got to pipe out the wall there for the gas meter to be installed. Vines taken off the chimney here. AC removed from the window. Yard will have to be cleaned up. Miscellaneous trash thrown away. More voltage wires removed. There's more soffit up there that needs to be replaced. All these metal sheds got to go away. There's boards on there's a rope on that fence. Tree branch weed thing sticking out there. That thing cut off. So everything that's underneath these sheds goes away. There's boards, they need bricks. Boards here, bricks, stone. All here. I mean, there's like, I mean, they have animals here, but all this stuff in the yard. It's plywood against the fence. I think we can probably leave these pavers, but that thing's got to go. That shed, I mean, all that junk on that back fence got to go. Just like kept adding things to the corner. All of this needs to be dug out and removed from the yard. We need to send Derek to do that. Derek could actually take these sheds down too, was my guess. We could get him to clean up this backyard while he's here. Whew! Look at this garage. So this stuff all goes away. That door, those cinder blocks, the extra plywood comes off. We'll eliminate the window on the garage. We just board that up. Side over it. Random plywood there gone. All these signs need to come off the front of the garage. So we need to put a new door in, new man door. Everything in this garage is gone. Like all this stuff up here that's on these rafters, we need to clean it off. These things are not, like there's a lot of weight on here and they're all bowing. So we need to strip out I think like all these shelves, everything comes off. Shelves, desk, all the extra boards, all this random electrical stuff needs to go away on the whole garage. And then we need to determine if there is electrical, safe electrical too. There's a wire there. We got to make sure it's all safe. And if it is, then we can go back with a plug for the garage door opener and some new light, a new couple lights and a plug out here. But all this other stuff needs to go away. Like I think we need to take down, like we're going to be renting this house, my guess. So all these boards, I don't want anything up here. All these one by boards, everything that goes between these collar ties across the ceiling, all this stuff in here has got to be taken out. The only thing I want left is collar ties, and that includes like, well, let's get rid of all these and then we'll see what it is, and we'll take out whatever we deem to be in bad shape. We may have to replace one or two of those in the garage. Garage door, not sure it's any good. The opener itself has wrecked this thing. So my guess is we're gonna have to replace this garage door as well. We'll figure that out. So we probably can, I mean, they cut into this thing. Jeez, these people are dumb. Yeah. So we'll determine that once we get everything kind of cleaned out, removed. Oh boy, this roof's in bad shape. This gutter needs to come off. We need to fix, I don't know. Like we need to just clean this stuff out, get all that junk off of that there. My guess is there's a little bit of chain link fence. Like There is on the other side. So all that needs to go away. This gutter needs to go away, and we need to fix this roof. It looks like this whole thing is sagged right here. Something's either wrong there or in the structure on the wall. It needs to be fixed. And we're gonna have to fix the roof along that as well. Yeah, you can see here. So we need to clean all this out. There's like all this dirt, and straw and hay, all this stuff. It needs to be completely cleaned out of every single one of these all the way around the garage. And this side here this is sinking. This part right here, you can see it's just rotted out at the bottom. So we need to push this up and add some more boards. You know, we need to put something down on the bottom, like some treated lumber down there, and put some new stuff on there and get as much dirt on the other side away from the building. We just need to do all the way around. We need to get all the junk, everything that's in here that's holding moisture, that's just creating rot and problems. And then where there's holes in the plywood on the exterior, we need to fix it, and so that there's not holes, you know, not so that when the siding goes on, you're not just looking at the backside of the siding through rotten holes. The step here to the front door is really high. If we don't do anything to fix the porch, we need to add a step here of some sort. You know, whether it's a precast concrete something. If we do that, we'll have to cut out this little wedge that they've got against the wall to try to stop water from going in, and set that thing back against the wall. This porch needs to come out, and we need to put something a little smaller in. Jeez. It's really in bad shape. But I'm sure there's no money for that. All right, first floor here. This door, it's a tall door. Jam is so bad, it's such bad shape. I would like to, the door is kind of got busted trim pieces. Gosh, the door's a wreck. All right, well, we're gonna have to replace this door. It's a little tall. Hold the phone right. We have to replace this door. It's a little tall, so we're gonna have to. I think what we have to do is take this trim off the wall for the door, and we need to save it, and we need to put it back on. Cut it. We'll just cut it short at the bottom and put it back on, because all the rest of this trim on the windows, there's no reason to get rid of it. And even on the floor, space trim, especially on the first floor, there's no reason to get rid of any of it. So we just try to save everything. The windows will get done. Like, I want to take this door, I want to just put a new door in this jam on this one. So we'll have to find something we can put in there. All the window trim, it all needs to be cleaned up. So it's got, the hardware needs to come off. It's going to have to be sanded. It's a lot of flat surfaces, so sanding it should be real easy. There's staples that got to come out. Everything gets cleaned, wood filled, sanded, new windows go in, and we save the trim. That'll be nice. Well, that piece is busted, so we're gonna have to replace this sill. but it's easy enough. And I think that's true of all of these windows. Shoot, it's missing a banister. Dang it. That's really a bummer. I think we can try to replicate this thing. What is this thing? Whoo-wee. That's in bad shape. I think that we can fix it though. I think that if we get the right person in here, this can be repaired. I mean, we just paint it. It's got some roughness to it, but if we repair it, you know, that can all be screwed tight down there. We just need to pull this end cap off, replace it, buy a piece that sits on the front there, make or whatever, fix that. Sand, maybe we can pull these things off. We'll see. I don't know what the deal is with this house and the finances of it. So I'll have to figure that out. But this is definitely salvageable. We can figure out a way. We can even replace these with just square spindles and just fix the rest of this. So it just needs to be this exposed part here. Once we pull these off, everything needs to be sanded real good, cleaned up real nice, and it'll need to be painted. Because I don't think that we will be trying to salvage any wood stairs in this house. So we'll paint the, because all this is gonna be white. We'll just paint it all white. All of that. I think that we could probably get away with, how do you do that? I don't know. Do we paint the risers on this thing? And then, it would be nice to just, sand and finish this step and this landing and the edges of these stairs right here. Sand and finish it and just paint the other stuff white. That would look nice, and then we wouldn't have to figure out how to wrap these weird odd corners here with trim. Looks like we got some water leaks going on there. Wall needs to be repaired. Mirror needs to come off the wall. Again, we're gonna save all this trim. We'll dismantle. Everything's gonna get clean, sanded, painted. Even these side things, everything gets clean, sanded, painted. We won't even put doors back on. We'll just leave it open. Same thing over there. The fireplace, brick, we paint. The floor, I don't know, maybe we can leave it, but we certainly can paint it. We put an insert in here, stuff some insulation up there. I think we could probably, easy enough, eliminate this wall. And open up that kitchen. My guess is the floor joists. My guess is that this wall here is load bearing. That one is not. So, probably fairly easy pull this wall down. I mean, this ceiling could basically come down easily and would be easier to deal with. Shoot, you got plaster buckling there. There's a nice leak there somewhere. But I think we can still salvage this trim. Trim looks okay. Um, this piece is not that great at the top, but this is easily replicated. Very easily. So if we take that wall out, we can use the side pieces. Lights, this thing, this floor, almost probably, I mean, the tile certainly needs to come out. It needs to get all the way down to the subfloor. The subfloor over here needs to get replaced for sure. Maybe even more of it. We got to tear all the way down and then build back to at least the height of that floor. So I think gosh, it allows us to tear this ceiling down in here because this is in bad shape too. I think if we just do that, opens up a lot of space for us to do things. That most assuredly has a stack in the corner. This whole thing is made larger, like this whole thing at the top needs to come off. And then I think we just replace this whole door and the jamb because it's really not in great shape. Gosh, this house smells bad. It's beautiful. The trim in here is all different. So I think what we would end up having to do is take the trim off this jamb and just drywall it. This thing here needs to come out. I think we just open this all the way up to the back or to the stud or drywall it, get rid of the cabinets. They're gross. They're awful. Different. Sucks that this whole room is different trim than out there. Maybe that means we got to leave the wall up because the trim is so different. Although that trim is easily replicated. If the base trim is simple, I've made that one before. The casing is simple. I suppose we could replicate. Shoot, we could take the casing off of that side and use it on this door. And then we would just have to make some for this window and the back door. Be fairly easy. But, I don't know. Regardless, this has to be, like the floor has to be torn out, put back in. Figure out what's going on with that pipe, see what we can do with that drain to get it into the wall so that it's not inside the cabinets. Jeez, oh Pete's. That thing, gosh, the cockroach mess. This all soffit thing here comes out, all this tile that's on the wall around here comes out. There's a piece of sheet metal on the wall that comes out. Man. Cracked plaster. I just want to take that out and just redo that. But in this closet, that shop shelf we just leave. But these other ones that have been added, we take those out and get rid of them. Just have to order probably a door for that. All right, upstairs, you can see that we have there's some kind of a leak here on this window, which will go away once the new window's put in and the siding. So I think this whole ledge is it's real rough. But I think if we sand it real good and we kind of use some Bondo to fill it, because it's rough. I mean, it's rough around the front and the top, but if it's sanded and kind of filled with some Bondo and made to look nice, I think it'll be fine. This small piece of trim here is broken. We need to replace that. This nosing on the front of these stairs, I think we take it off, peel up the shoe molding. We gotta peel up the shoe molding everywhere anyways, but if we peel up that shoe molding and try to pry that piece out, clean out all the junk, and get it with some construction adhesive and some good screws, and make sure that, just make sure that whatever under it is good that you're screwing into, and I think that'll be fine. It's not busted, it's just kind of coming apart. These walls, there's a bit of cracks in these walls and lots of texture, unfortunately, so we just have to fix the cracks. These it's sound like this wall's got cracks in it too down here. But it's all sound. It's solid. It doesn't feel like it's crumbling. So it just kind of needs, same here. There's a little bit of bulging right there, and it's probably part of the water damage. So I think we're going to have to take some of that out up there, some of that plaster, and fix it. Put it back together. And again, the trim is just not in terrible shape. It's not in great shape, but I think we leave it. I think we can get away with just doing slabs. We're gonna have to do repairs. Like, all of those are gonna need to be fixed. They're gonna have to be either Bondo, or you clean it out, cut out the wood, and patch it with a little piece of wood and sand it smooth, and more Bondo, fill the seams, and call it good. The bathroom, we're going to eliminate the window in the shower. We eliminate these arches, and like that junk back there, those mirrors, shelves. We'll probably need to, we need to pull up some of this floor here and try to just make sure the plumbing's okay. Although, if we pull the ceiling down, we'll be able to make it good. New shower valve, tub, probably just a tub and a surround if we can get one up here, get it to fit. This thing, we just kind of clean it up real good. New hinges, sand it, paint it. New door hardware. I mean, it's in decent shape. I think we peel up the this stuff. Ooh, that doesn't even, just pull that up. But I think on these we peel it up. This one here, probably up there. Oh no, it's not even up there. Nice, just needs sanded. And the walls don't need paint, because those are it's like cedar, so we don't paint the walls. I think what we can get away with is just pulling this out, get the loose contact paper off here, and maybe we put some different contact paper down on top of this. The doors, they get painted. Actually, that thing is actually still in good shape. It's holding well. We just need hardware for that. I don't know what holds that door closed, but drawers, get new hardware, cleaned out, take the contact paper out, maybe we put new in. We just need to clean out just clean it, paint the front. Maybe we just paint the whole box. Probably the better idea. Sand the front, paint the whole box. Again, the doors, trim, we're gonna save this thing out here. Voltage wires come up. Ooh, there's a laundry chute. That, we'll just leave it. Add some more new boards for these shelves. We just add one more up here. Looks like they're coming off the wall up here. That stuff needs to be fixed. Down here, they're coming off the wall. I think we take those two bottom ones off. Yeah, fix the plaster. There's like stuff peeling. The door, it works. Clean it, paint it. Paint the hinges too, who cares? But this thing here, I think actually latches, but I think we should take this off and move it up because it's not really hitting the center of that. So that needs to be moved up to be in line with that. Light fixtures changed. The floors are rough. There's holes in them that need to be fixed. Got a big hole. This one can get a shelf and a rod. That stuff comes down, patches ceilings. AC goes away. And the door jambs are just they're okay. They'll clean up, paint, and they'll be in decent shape. This here, floors are rough. So where this tape is, if you gotta peel up the floor and fix it, that's what we need to do. There's a few spots in this room. Shelf needs to go away. New lights. This closet, I think we can just add a small rod and shelf on that side, small rod and shelf on that side, and maybe like 3 hooks in the middle. There's actually room in the dumpster for more stuff. 2 of those small sheds would fit in there. Same thing, it's just got to be repaired. So the new door handle can be put in, ceilings repaired, walls repaired, shelves gone. All of that just gets repaired. Staples removed everywhere, hooks removed, everything sanded, wood fill holes painted. All today. Low voltage wires gone, mouse poop gone. Let's put a new rod and supports in this closet. And this back entry, we need to replace that door to outside. Whatever, there's like a wallpaper or something on this wall that's just peeling right off. So that all needs to be peeled off. And then we're gonna need to paint that. Those stairs need to be replaced. Need to be rebuilt. That door replaced. That trim there. Well, whatever, replace it or
definitely don't step there.
reuse it. This this wall does not appear to be load bearing, and it does not appear to have any ductwork in it, so it should be fairly easy to remove. The floor joists go this way in the basement, but these go this way. Strange.
Easier to come at this from this side.
This furnace is pretty old. Some kind of weird wall here. Looks like the water heater should probably be replaced as well. Bunch of crazy little toys up there. Not sure what the deal is with this wall though. Electrical box looks noob. Not so much the wires. Washer dryer hookup in the basement. Room over here for the clean out. I don't know what kind of windows behind here. It's an old one. And we got the special kill room back here. Walls look like they're peeling, but they don't look cracked that I've seen yet. PEX plumbing. The ceiling there. Old wiring. Like I said, the walls don't look like they're cracked or leaning or anything. Right here, there's something going on there, but the mortar came out.